Peace and blessings to all of you. You're listening to the Quemnam Temple of African Spirituality, and this is the Queen Mother. Today, I'd like to talk about personal spirituality. So, if you have these experiences, then that means that you are having an awakening and that you have to heed to it. So, personal spirituality or personal awakening is when you begin to see the value of your life, and then you begin to see the value of the lives of others. So if you begin to see the worth of your life, that your life is priceless, therefore you will see the life of others as priceless as well. So you begin to see that there's life in all beings and all living things. Like there is life in trees, and there's also tree guides that governs the trees. There's guides that govern the rocks and the hills and the mountains, just as there's spirit or guides that govern our life force. So we have guides that govern our travel, guides that govern love, those that govern marriage, those that govern health. So when you have personal awakening or personal spirituality, you have to begin to understand all these things, and you have to piece them together. So you have to begin to honor your spirit. How do you honor your spirit? You have to start by learning how to pray, learning how to meditate and connect with your Creator, our Creator, the one and only God. Then you have to begin to connect with the forces that governs your life. Now, because God loves us so much, God will not create us without any assistance, because we have everything that we need inside of ourselves. Okay, we have the angelic force that governs wealth. We have the angelic force that governs wisdom. We have the angelic force that governs health. Therefore, in your personal spirituality, you have to begin to connect all of the dots. You have to begin to eat healthy. So if you're someone who just eat anything and everything, then you have to start thinking about your health. Why is it important to eat healthy? Because when you are healthy in the physical, you're also healthy in the spiritual. That means that when any obstruction comes your way, or if there's any attacks on you metaphysically, you'll be strong enough to defeat it. That's why you eat healthy. There's also spirit guides that governs wealth. So if you make your mind right, if you put your mind right, meaning that you connect your mind spiritually with your soul, then you'll be able to tap into the spirit of wealth. Now, the spirit of wealth, in the divine spirit of wealth, some people may have wealth that is not from God. Okay, so let me kind of explain that a bit. There are two different types of wealth. There are wealth that is engraved in a person's destiny, meaning that they're going to be wealthy. And the wealth doesn't mean the physical money. It doesn't mean the physical wealth of paper money or the money we know in the bank. But the wealth can be that the person's household has never known famine, meaning that whatever they touch crop-wise, it grows and it multiplies. If it's livestock, it grows and it multiplies. If it's childbirth, a whole lot of them. There's always laughter in the home. That's what wealth is. So wealth is measured in a divine sense, not in the physical. In the physical, it's called vanity. The people have enough to eat, and they have enough wealth that they could actually feed the world, but they choose to show it in a physical way. So they have a bunch of cars in the parking lot, bunch of houses, and yet there's many people starving. So that's not how wealth is measured. But in the physical, in the spiritual sense, in the spiritual divine sense, wealth is measured through love, okay, through giving alms, through compassion and kindness, and of course, through, the everyday love that we show each other. And so, in our personal spiritual journey, we have to connect all these and we have to see the worth in all of that. Okay? And so, 3 points that I'm going to leave you with in your personal spiritual awakening or journey, you have acknowledged your creator. And you have acknowledged that God did not create just you, but created everything that you need to govern you. So you have spirit guides. When there's an obstruction coming your way, they get rid of it. You have angelic forces that warn you of the dangers of the world. They nudge at you even when you're not listening or hearing. Okay, so God did not create you to come and struggle, but rather to live a wealthy life. So learn to pray, learn to be compassionate towards others, learn to give true love without seeking anything in return, learn to forgive, and really bring healing to your soul to come out of whatever it is that has happened to you. Most importantly, learn to channel through the spirit guides that God's given you, because they will teach you a lot and they will help you fulfill your destiny on this earth. May the light of the world that's full of love and kindness surround and protect all of you listening today. Until you hear from me again in the next video, peace and blessings to all of you.